Guys, it is still here. I still have a sty on my eye. So I apologize for that, guys. I'm serious, guys. I'm getting enough sleep. I don't know what this is, but just bear with it a little longer. It's getting better, at least. Today, we're gonna be watching another animated story from My Story Animated. Today's story is called I Got Stuck Inside My Crush's Locker. I Saw Everything. And a little bit of a grammatical error in here. It should be I got stuck inside my crush's locker. This is kind of a constant theme that I see with My Story Animated, is that and like some other animation story channels like this, is that they don't have proper English sometimes in the titles, and it doesn't always make sense. I mean, you know, you can get the general idea, but little things like that pretty much tell you that this is like all outsourced. You know, it's made to appeal to an English speaking audience, but obviously it's like made by, I don't know, some other country. I don't know, just kind of interesting. But yeah, this video, which was uploaded at the beginning of the month, has 10 million views. Like, what are is this? This is it. This is what people want to see. I have no choice. You guys have left me with no choice. Whatever. I mean, 10 million people found it interesting. I guess I can review it. So without further ado, grab your bottle of popcorn, grab a friend, grab a buddy, grab a Snickers, grab your coffee. This is Cafe Mocha from Cafe Bene, by the way. And let's begin.
Hello, I'm Sam, and I will share with you a creepy story that happened to me. So, I'm a 17 years old high school student.
17 years old high school student? I'm a 17-year-old high school student, not 17 years old. You would think that the person that they hired to read the script, the voice actor, you would think that they would have, I don't know, made a note of that. I mean, talk about dedication to their job. They don't even correct the typo. They probably thought like, you know what, there's a typo here, but you know what? I am a dedicated voice actress. I am gonna stick to the script. I will not stray. Yeah, this is the one time where you probably should have. I can only assume that there will be more of those to come.
And I have a crush on a guy called Ben. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm planning on telling him soon. Ben and I share most of our classes. Well, honestly, I joined the classes that he did just so that I get closer to him.
Kind of stalkerish.
I think Ben thought I'm weird because I ended up in all of his classes.
I mean, I would
Today
too.
At school, I bumped into him and he made a disgusted face and walked away.
Maybe he's gay.
I knew it would be hard to confess straight to his face.
You know what? I just noticed this, and I know that My Story Animated did not used to have this style, but do you see this girl's eyes? Do you see the line art? Do you see this type of animation style? Where have you guys seen this before? This style, I believe, originated from none other than Share My Story, which, by the way, they have still not uploaded since December. Seriously, Share My Story. Where are you guys? We need you. Did you really just take down half of your videos, re-upload them in December, and you got the most views you ever gotten on your channel ever, just so you could get the biggest payout of the year because December pays the most for YouTubers, and then you're just taking January off because January pays the worst for YouTubers? Or are you guys just done? Did you just make your money and quit? Because you made enough to quit. So I would understand. But anyways, Share My Story is the biggest storytime animation channel that makes these, you know, daily goofy made up stories. True made-up stories. And it's pretty obvious that My Story Animated, this channel, copied their art style because they wanted to maybe, you know, tap into that audience. Maybe they thought, oh, you know what, Share My Story's killing it. We gotta copy that style. Typical, very corporate business move. It's kind of scummy. It's basically what Instagram did to Snapchat. They just stole their story's idea. I mean, technically, there's nothing preventing them from doing that, so they're allowed to. It's just still kind of like scummy, but it's business. See, if a YouTuber does something like that, man, we get the heat, okay? We get shot with comments and dislikes. Not actually shot. But big corporations like this, they can get away with it because there's no face to the name, you know? There's not really anybody that they can throw pitchforks at. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Let's just get on with the video.
So, I had to write him a letter instead. I prepared a pink letter covered with red hearts.
What did that say?
I expressed all my feelings to him in it. Next morning, when I came to school, and I went to Ben's seat and left the letter in his backpack.
Okay, we better get to read it later.
As I walked out, the whole school was talking about how Ben and Stacy started dating. My heart was shattered.
Ben and Stacy.
I felt hopeless. So I ran to the bathroom and just sat there and cried my eyes out.
You might want to take the letter out then.
I washed my face and dried it with toilet paper on my way out. I heard Ben and his friends coming towards the bathroom.
Why'd you dry your face with toilet paper? Why didn't you just use paper towel? Or maybe they only have the blow jobby thing. Hand jobby, hand dryer, blow dryer. Is it a blow dryer or a hand dryer? Hand dryer? This video's demonetized.
And I heard someone saying, "Did you see Sam? She's totally into you. She burst into tears when she saw you with Stacy." What did I just hear? Are they laughing at me?
Yeah, what did you just
I had
hear?
to
How could
follow
you
them,
just...
But they went into the shower
How could that
room.
rumor
I still had
already
to hear everything
spread?
they said about me. Curiosity kills me. I tried to listen through the door, but it wasn't clear enough, so I had to walk in. I snuck in quietly while the boys were showering.
What?
I approached Ben's
What?
locker just to see what he keeps there.
This makes no
I
sense.
saw his name on the locker.
Weren't they just walking down the hallway? How are they already showering? Why are they showering? Who showers before gym or sports or whatever? You guys shower first? Well, I hope you shower after too. But seriously, did you hear what she said?
I tried to listen through the door, but it wasn't clear enough, so I had to walk in.
I tried to listen to the door, which there is no door, by the way, but I couldn't hear clear enough, so I had to walk into the boys' shower. I was left with no other choice. This girl is literally like, okay, I don't think she's committing a crime, but she's definitely breaking school guidelines. Most people don't go into the boys' locker room just to hear a little secret, okay? You know what I mean? Oh man, this girl, she's just lost her marbles.
I snuck in quietly while the boys were showering. I approached Ben's locker just to see what he keeps there. I saw his name on the locker.
You're
so
not
I
even
opened
listening to
it,
them anymore.
and
You're
I
just
heard
going to
the
his
water
locker.
turn off, and the boys were coming towards the lockers. I freaked out, so I hopped in the locker hoping that Ben won't open it. And there he was, standing like a model in a white towel, drying his hair with another towel. I melted. I have to admit, even though he laughed at me, my heart was racing, but I'm not sure if it was because I'm in his locker and about to get caught, or because he is so damn handsome. All the boys started opening their lockers, so I planned to act like I fainted in the locker. But my eyes couldn't let go of Ben as I saw him opening the locker in front of the one in which I was, which also said Ben. OMG.
You're in the wrong
Am
one.
I that stupid to forget that my brother's name is also Ben?
Yes. Yes, you are. You are definitely that dumb. You jumped into your brother's locker? Ugh. How did you not recognize it right off the bat? I mean, he probably smells like your brother. I mean, everybody recognizes their brother's smell, right? I don't have a brother, so I can't speak to that. There is no way this story is true, okay? My story animated, more like my story fabricated. This is just filled with terrible plot holes, you know, just really stupid characters. But at the end of the day, at least they are getting to what we all came here for, you know, at the very beginning of the story. We don't have to wait till like the end of the freaking video just to see what's in the title like most of these videos are. So I'll give him props for that.
I was so blinded by Ben that I hopped into my own brother's locker.
Why did she say it like that?
Locker.
The voice actress is really going hard here.
I hate myself. I even sniffed his underwear. What is wrong with me? Ew! I got sick and wanted to throw up, but holding it in just made it all worse. The boys finished dressing up and left the shower room. I jumped out right away to breathe some fresh air.
Ugh. What? I don't have anything to say. You know, just play the JonTron clip. What? What the fuck? She sniffed her bro's underwear. Did you even... If this is a true story, you would not write that, okay? That's just degrading and embarrassing. Why would you include that in your own story if you submitted it, bro? I mean, obviously, like, it's fake, but still, it's just so ludicrous. And why is the voice actress, like, talking, like, so nasally?
I hate myself.
And also, what is going on with her knees here? Look at this.
Right away to breathe some fresh air.
I thought she was wearing like knee-high socks before because of it was like blinking like that, and it was just like an error or something. But then I realized her socks are like way down there, like halfway at her shin. So it's just like a weird animation glitch. Now this is kind of funny. She's in her brother's locker and his name's Ben, but apparently everybody else in the school's name is Jobs. I hope their first name isn't Steve.
And tried to walk out, but the shower room was locked. I decided to go through Ben's stuff and wait for someone to come open the door. What excuse do I have for being in the boys' shower room?
What kind of locker room? Why are they calling it a shower room? It's a locker room. What kind of locker room locks from the inside? Getting locked in the locker room? I mean, it sounds like it makes sense because it's the locker room, but it's called the locker room because it has lockers, not because it locks. Oh, for crying out loud. And then she decides to use her time to go through more of Ben's stuff. Oh my god, this girl is such a... Well, what do you guys think? We're going to use the next 5 seconds to just think about the story so far and think about what your feelings are so far with this story. What do you think? You know what? You couldn't have said it better. Let's continue.
Well, at least I had Ben's stuff there to explore. I opened his locker, found his t-shirt, and felt so happy, indifferent to the fact that I was locked up in there. Anyway, I found a cute album, so I decided to open it.
Who keeps that in their locker?
I couldn't believe what I saw. I dropped the album and just stood there shaking.
What was it? What's wrong with your legs there?
To see if what I saw was correct. And there were my pictures. Pictures of me eating. Pictures of me going to bed. Pictures of me changing clothes. Was he stalking me? But Ben is a stalker?
Like you care.
Is it really Ben? I can't believe this. I even couldn't feel love to him anymore. I felt creeped out.
I'm sorry, excuse me. You felt creeped out? Come again? This girl, one would think that she would be ecstatic that he is just as much of a stalker as her. I mean, that did surprise me. I really did not expect that. Okay, kudos to the writer of this particular story, My Story Animated. This was an unexpected turn of events. Always good to keep a story fresh and interesting, no matter how fake it is.
The sun went down and the shower room started to get cold. And I was all alone with
She's
no
still there?
backpack and no phone, stuck in that cold
How long has
place
it
with that
been?
horrible fact. I just waited for my brother to notice that I'm not home and decided to take a nap on the floor just to kill time.
Why are you still holding it?
I heard some noises outside. I waited for the sound to get louder so I can call for help, but maybe it was just the wind. I kept trying to sleep. Then I heard someone getting closer to the door, so I started screaming for help. And suddenly, in that silence, someone started breaking the door.
So basically her master plan to get out of the locker room is to wait until she hears somebody and then scream for help so they can let her out. So no matter what, she's going to get caught. That's her plan. Her plan is to get caught. Aren't there any windows that she could crawl out of or a back door? In my high school, there was an entrance in the school that led into the locker room and also an entrance that led out to like the field area where all the athletes would go out to. I mean, it made sense. I mean, you go to the locker room to change, you go out the other door to go work out. Well, you know what? Maybe all the doors were locked just like the one she came in from, so who knows? But regardless, her plan is to get caught. I guess she doesn't have any other way. What would you guys do? Leave a comment down below.
I yelled, "Coach, is that you?" But to no avail. I started to feel a bit scared as I heard someone breaking the door.
Man, I would too.
Once the door was open,
Is that a
I
hot
saw
dog?
Ben standing there, and he said, "Finally, you're all mine now."
What the
with a grin on his
What the hell?
face. He must have noticed that I'm not in my bedroom to stalk me, so he came searching for me. Or was he stalking me from the very beginning? I don't know anymore. But what do I do now?
That makes no
I
sense.
hit him with the album
What
and
the frick?
ran down.
Where is this story going? What is going on? This just turned into a horror film. First of all, he came to the school looking for her and he just found her in the locker room where she happened to be. All because he probably went to her house and saw that she wasn't sleeping through her window. Bro, what if she just went to the bathroom? And if you waited like a long time for her to come back and she still wasn't there? What if she was just sleeping in the living room? What if she was sleeping with her bro or her mom or her padre? Okay, probably not the bro, but you know, what if she was sleeping with her parents? What if she was sleeping over her friend's house? Okay, sorry. You know what? I'm just gonna not nitpick anymore. Let's just get on with the story. I'll try not to. Sorry, I'll just, you know, it's good. It's good. It's good.
Down the hallway as he started chasing me. But all the school doors were locked.
Oh,
I
come
started panicking.
on.
I couldn't breathe or focus properly. I just wanted to escape. I ran and ran, but he ended up catching me. I started begging him, "Please, let me go. I promise I won't tell anyone." I cried and fought for my life, kicked him somehow, and ran away.
Somehow
I
you just
kept
kick him.
running in circles. Sooner or later, someone must appear. I started to feel tired and realized he'll get tired soon too, so I can't give up now.
Science.
I tried to hide somewhere to get some energy. I was so tired and hungry. And suddenly, I felt him pulling me by my hair from behind.
What the
It was getting darker, and I couldn't see much. He dragged me into his car and put me in the front seat. He pointed a gun at me,
What?
threatening me that if I move, he'll shoot me.
He has a...
I was so scared, I couldn't move either way. He took me to some cabin in the woods and tied me to a chair. He said that he loved me and will always love, and that he will take care of me forever, and that all I had to do was stay in that cabin. He is sick. How didn't I notice earlier? How can it be that the sweet guy I had a crush on is an obsessed psychopath?
It's okay. We all didn't
He gave me
notice.
everything. Clothes, food, and forced
He had really
hugs.
good plot armor.
But it still didn't feel right. Day by day, he woke up, handcuffed me, and went to school. And when he came back,
Day by day? What? he kidnapped her and she's still there for like days? How the heck has nobody figured it out yet? Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, you know what? It's clear that all elements of realism have just been thrown out the window. So, you know what? Let's just kick back, relax. Are you guys enjoying your bottle of popcorn? If you don't have one, go get one right now. If you don't want to go get one, then shame on you. Let's just see how much better this gets.
he unlocked me, fed me, and took good care of me.
He unlocked me?
He brought our homework to me and taught me everything they learned at school. He even tested me to keep my mind updated. He bought me lots of gifts, day by day. Roses, candies,
She about to get
makeup,
Stockholm
nail
syndrome.
polishes, etc. He let me use his iPad only when he's watching, and while I was scrolling down on Facebook, I saw a post with my picture that said, "Missing." He took the iPad and said,
The only picture they could find of her was really that picture with her boobs hanging out. Like, really? I mean, clearly she doesn't wear anything else. Just saying.
picture that said, "Missing." He took the iPad and said, "That's enough for today." He gave me a kiss on my forehead, turned off the lights, and handcuffed me again, just like he had always done. I laid my head on the pillow and started crying. He lied next to me and said, "It will be okay, I promise." At night, I heard a car driving, but for some reason, it didn't even alert me. When he left in the morning, Ben forgot to handcuff me.
Finally.
Didn't want to run. I didn't want to go back home and school. I just wanted to stay with Ben.
Oh my goodness, I freaking knew it. Stockholm syndrome. How the heck did he leave the cuff unlocked? Okay, that was definitely on purpose. I think he like knew that she would not run away and she would just want to stay with him. Yep, I called it. Did you guys call it? I called it.
Warm with him. I cleaned up the cabin and prepared food and took a shower and waited for Ben to come. When he came back to a cooking smell, he looked shocked. I ran to him and gave him a hug and said, "You're finally home."
Ugh.
He didn't say anything and just silently started eating.
No.
After he'd eaten,
No.
I gave him some clean clothes and
No,
told
no,
him
no,
to take a
no, no,
shower
no.
so I can massage his back later. He did as I said without saying a word. I waited for him on the couch and thought about all the things I want to talk with him about.
This better not end this way. Like, she better snap out of it. He better get justice served. She better have learned her lesson, because this is all a big no-no, guys. No to the no. This is a classic case of Stockholm syndrome, which is not a good thing. That is basically when somebody, for example, kidnaps you, and obviously against your will. You don't want to be kidnapped, right? And they keep you against your will. You cannot escape because they keep you as their prisoner. But eventually, over time, you begin to develop feelings for your captor. You begin to romanticize them or have intimate feelings for them, and you begin to like them. And then ultimately, you decide that you just want to stay with them, even if you had the chance to go free. But this is almost in every single situation not a healthy thing that happens. It's just something that can possibly happen to someone, and it's very dangerous. And it's also a form of manipulation from your captor. You know, this is part of what they're usually trying to do. They're trying to, make them grow attached to them. They're trying to make them depend on them. You know what's funny? Some people were trying to say that Beauty and the Beast, the Disney movie from the 1990s, one of my childhood favorites, some people were trying to say that that movie was about Stockholm syndrome, and Belle had Stockholm syndrome for the Beast. What? First of all, Belle had every chance to escape, okay? She even directly told the Beast to his face, "I'm leaving." And he didn't even stop her. He let her go. But you know what? On her way out, she got attacked by wolves. And guess who came to save her? The Beast. And after that, she and the Beast went back to the castle together because she dragged him back on the horse, okay? Because he was knocked out from knocking out the wolves. She chose to stay because she actually had real feelings for him that weren't developed because of her being a prisoner. They were developed because she actually got to know the real person of who the Beast was. And that is why it's really important to clarify the difference, because they can get confused sometimes, and like, come on, that is an innocent Disney movie. There is no hidden underlying bad tones there. So for those of you people that were trying to say that, find something better to do with your time and go be offended about something else. Go watch this video, okay? This is Stockholm Syndrome, please.
He came out from the bathroom in his clean pajamas that I gave him and sat next to me on the couch.
I am so tired.
I patted his head and asked him if he'd like to drink something sweet, and he shook his head no.
I'm mentally tired.
And just stared at me the whole time. I asked him, "Aren't your parents angry that you didn't sleep at home for days?" He replied, "My parents are alcoholics." I started telling him what a great person he is and how I had a crush on him and probably still do. He said, "But how? I kidnapped you." I know it is weird, but I was happy he did. The next day, he left earlier, and at the evening, he didn't come back home. I got worried. What if something happened to him on the way home? I spent the night all alone in the woods and waited for Ben to come back, but he didn't. I decided to wait one more night, but he still didn't appear. I finally dressed up and got out from the cabin and started walking towards the
You were in your
lights
underwear
of
the whole time?
street. Confused as I was never there before, I questioned everything around me. He kidnapped me.
Do you think he died?
Isn't he happy that I'm fine
Or he
with
left her?
that? I walked and walked on the empty streets, and a man in a car then stopped, saying, "It's the missing girl! It's the missing girl!" They called the cops, and the cops took me to the police station. And they asked me where I've been all these days, and I didn't know what...
What's with that cop's body? Everybody else is drawn pretty proportionate to their body, but then all of a sudden you see this guy, it's like, what the frick? Why the heck are his shoulders like shrugged up so much? It's like, Mr. Cop, just want to ease down a little, okay? Just relax. I know you found the missing girl, but okay, you're not going to be promoted to commissioner, so just take a chill pill. He is way too excited.
And they asked me where I've been all these days, and I didn't know what to answer. So I just remained silent. I didn't want to hurt the guy I love, but what's my excuse then? My parents were the nicest people to me. I can't get them in trouble as well. I didn't say a word to not hurt anyone, so they called my parents, and my parents took me home. They treated me better than ever.
Well, that's good.
My brother became nicer than ever with me.
Did you tell him you smelled his,
psychologist,
you know what?
And I felt that it would be right to share it with him. A week later, I started going to school again.
What happened to what's-his-face?
I saw Ben again. He tried to ignore me, but I went after him.
That little
He turned around
punk.
and said, "Sam, I'm sorry for everything. I was using you, and I got out of my mind. I can't hurt you anymore. I will turn myself in. I promise. Please, don't become crazy because of me." Crazy? Because of him? I went to my psychologist that day and told him what Ben said, and he told me that he is right, and that I have developed a syndrome which is called Stockholm Syndrome. And it happens when someone goes through an abusive trauma, and that apparently has happened to me. I couldn't believe it. So
I knew
now
it.
I'm the sick one?
I called it.
Ben did turn himself in, and I was getting mental treatment at the hospital. He got his punishment for dealing with drugs and for kidnapping me. I'm slowly going back to my old routine, but it's not easy. What do you think of my story? Please share your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.
No, just calm down and put a sweater on. All right, guys, that was My Story Animated's video of, what was the title again? I got stuck inside my crush locker. I saw everything. Yeah, that was the title. Well, thoughts, comments, concerns? Speaking of comments, let's read some. Use me as a WTF button. Okay. Girl creepily stalks boy. Boy creepily stalks girl. Girl Surprised Pikachu face. Okay, this is the fakest story ever. Yes, finally, someone else gets it. She said I'm a 17 years old high schooler. Like, boy, this story is faker than your grammar. Bravo, some of you guys in the comments at least have a brain. This story is faker than everyone in my school. Yeah, okay, I think general consensus, I think everybody can tell that it's fake. I mean, while it was interesting and, you know, like entertaining as usual, like it was just kind of sad at the end, you know, it became something that was goofy and just dramatic and stupid, and then it became something that was just tragic and sad and just, well, WTF. All in all, I'll give this story a 3.4 out of 5 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like. Seriously, leave a like right now. I'm gonna count to 5. If you don't leave a like, I will never buy you a coffee. Ever. Yeah, that's what I thought. Did you leave a like? All right, cool. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, because I make videos just about every day. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Good night.
I even sniffed his underwear.